UK High Commissioner to Nigeria, Katrina Lange, has defended the travel ban on Nigeria following the detection of the COVID-19 Omicron variant, insisting that the move was based on science and not discriminatory. She said, I think I can say comfortably it is not discriminatory. When the UK was the epicenter of the Alpha variant, we took some very tough measures ourselves to essentially cut ourselves off, and we banned all but essential travels from the UK. So that was a very tough decision for us, the envoy told Channels Television in an interview. The UK has been red listed in earlier stages of these variants. I think when the Delta variant took off, we were red listed by Austria and by France and Turkey. We have not just red listed in the first African countries. So Pakistan was red listed, Turkey was red listed by the UK when we had our previous red list. So it is based on an individual deep diving assessment of each country. According to her, the British government is aware of the reactions and condemnation from across the world following the move, but maintain that the development will not push them to reverse the ban. Okay now. If you like, cry blood, cry water. They will not reverse nothing. The reactions have been loud and clear, but I don't want to suggest to anybody that would change the basis of the decision, because that health basis has to be the basis on which the decision has to be made, she added. Lange's remark, coming barely a week since the UK slammed the ban on Nigeria, contrasts the federal government and National Assembly's positions on the matter. Information and Culture Minister LAI Mohammed had, in the wake of the ban, described it as discriminatory, calling on the UK government to rescind the decision. The minister, who listed efforts by the Nigerian government to curb the spread of the disease, including mass vaccination, made the remark hours after his health counterpart Dr. Sage Ehanire faulted the move. Ehanire told Channels Television Sunday's Politics that the UK decision was hasty, explaining that little is known about the new COVID-19 variant. We were not very happy when 6 countries in sub-Saharan Africa were placed on a red list, and the WHO, who advised against putting each other on the red list, he said. From what we know about the COVID-19, there are many ways to manage it. And besides, not much is still known about the Omicron variant. We know, for example, that there have been no fatalities. There have also been no reports of very severe illness. Actually, the rationale for being so hasty in putting countries on the red list is not something that is very helpful. The only thing I can take from here is that they are not going to reverse it. If you like, cry blood, cry water. No matter the intimidation, no matter what you think, they are not going to reverse it until they are satisfied, until they have done the needful. You can imagine LAI Mohammed saying that, oh, it is not based on science, it is not based on whatever. You think they are your type that do not reason. You don't just do things based on sentiment. Now you know how it ought. You know how it ought. When Nigerians will be crying, you guys are dealing with Nigerians in your own way, and you say that is the right thing, and you are not going to do anything. You that you have been insisting on nobody died at Lekki Tollgate, nobody did, nobody this, nobody that. So no matter what you say, no matter the blackmail, you are on your own. And I'm surprised a lot of people saying that, oh, I don't usually agree with LAI Mohammed, but on this one I agree with him. Agree with him on what now? We don't even have system, we don't even have database, we don't have nothing is, they are not even, I don't understand. People are not saying the same thing. We don't even have records. Even the records they are even talking about, you say that they reduce or they inflate. At the end of the day, we are nowhere. All the nonsense happening in this country, you think they don't know, or you think they are just like you people who do not reason, that sentiment has finished you. Divide and rule parties. That is what LAI Mohammed is bringing. They say they don't want you. You see, by force, you want to go and sue them. They say based on their public health, they want to take care of themselves. They want to look at what is happening. They say they want to look at what is happening and check. You say it is not it is not fatal, it is not whatever. That is your own cup of tea. You can play with whatever you want to play with. You that you have not been able to care for your citizens, is the way you are treating your citizens and the way you guys are enjoying and as assigning money to yourselves. Is that the way they do over there? So all of you will sit down. If you know that you want to leave the country to go and get enjoyment somewhere, go to other places where you are not red listed. It's not by force. They are not going to change it until they are satisfied. You think they are going to be looking at your face? Continue deceiving yourself. They are a sovereign country, so you can't do anything about it. You are a sovereign country. Stay in your house. Stay in your house. Can you imagine? You don't want to. You don't want to. You don't want to agree. They say they can't reverse it. No matter your cry. If you cry river. It is simple logic. We take care of our country with the best of intentions and without sentiment. So take care of yours. That is the message from your cherished UK government. When you loot the resources of your people, you run to the UK to hide and criminally invest them. Do you think the same UK, knowing how criminally minded you the politicians are, we have an iota of respect for you in taking decisions? You got it wrong. I guess every country will take decision on what is best for her and the citizens. I don't understand why Nigeria is making so much noise. Are we still under colonization? I don't understand for them. Oh. And meanwhile, if you go to the UK now, the cases in UK now is growing faster. This is an avenue for Nigerian government to do what? To ban them, to red list them. Red list them now. The situation is even growing faster in their own domain. So it's an opportunity for you to lock them out, to do me, I do you. If you really have pride in you, what do you want to go and do in their country? Sit down and treat yourself. If you have any business or very important thing to do, then they said on compassionate reason that they might look into it, but for general this thing, forget it. That is how a beggarly country with every resources to be rich get treated. It is very clear on seriousness, injustice, marginalization, bad leadership, examples, corruption, stealing, looting, killing to grab lands is now working against us now. The world has seen that the country called Nigeria is really not doing anything on this. They don't even they don't hate their country, so they don't want their country to be infected with all this. So they had to start with this travel ban as a warning. Very soon sanctions may follow. Oh my god, this one is even making matter worse. That is a brilliant message from Britain to Nigeria. They base their facts on science, and the science clearly tells them to ward off every nuisance planning to come to UK. You can imagine, wonder shall never end. It's really interesting. I blame the miserable Nigerian government, who has over time brought herself so low that even Ghana, I mean ordinary Ghana, why can you say ordinary Ghana, are imposing sanctions on Nigeria. Talk more of UK. If they had developed this country with all our treasures they are losing, no one would run to UK to seek for a greener pasture. You see all of them, they know they shame. Oh. These two APC chieftains just came from abroad now to go and receive treatment in the same UK. You see, you just be surprised. One of them is a Tinubu, and shamelessly, these guys, the politicians and all these their psychopaths, left a whole Nigeria to go and be visiting Tinubu in London. Does that make sense? Does that really make sense? They will just be seeing you guys as fools. They will see you as fools. Carry your hard-earned money to go and see somebody. These guys have been in government for God knows when, and yet not befitting hospital they can attend. How many of them can even attend hospitals here? Which one do you have? Even Buhari said no even get shame. They don't get shame. Do they have shame? They don't. And now you are crying foul. The second APC chieftain, I'm not even talking about Buhari. That one is his own disgrace. Bringing disgrace to Nigeria is a different thing altogether. You can imagine Oshobatu, the Ogun man, the former governor of Ogun State too. That one too, he went to this UK to go and receive treatment. These people have been in government for God knows when, and yet they are still going to UK to go for treatment. Shame on them. And I never see anything. So unfortunate set of people. At their old age, even like Mohammed, yanning or pata.